Hey everyone, in Facebook land watching the League of Wisconsin Municipalities feed. My name is Todd Schmidt. I'm the village administrator in Waunakee, and this year I'm the president of the League of Wisconsin Municipalities. As many of you know, or you're going to know now, one of my priority topics that I'd like to share over the course of this year is that of why humility is important in local government. And today I am humbled to be joined by my own village president, Chris Zellner. Hi, Chris.
Morning, Todd.
Hey, so Chris is the village president here in Waunakee. And, you know, I actually am humbled to Chris because Chris was one of the board members that hired me over 10 years ago now, and he's been a constant on the board as a trustee and now as president. So thank you for bringing me on, Chris. I appreciate that. So you've been on the board a while. Let's start out by just means of an introduction. Why did you decide to become involved in Waunakee's local government?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me today. Really, it started back in college. I have a public administration degree. I was very interested in government. Actually had aspirations to go higher than a village president. And that kind of went to the side over some different things that happened throughout my life. And had a resident here in Waunakee ask if I would become a village trustee. So it really wasn't me pursuing it as much as somebody asking me because they felt that I would do a good job in the role. Kind of happened, same thing kind of happened with the village presidency. When former President Lovemeyer became sick, he asked if I would do it. And really I didn't have aspirations at that time to become the village president, but with his asking and me doing some soul searching and thinking about it, I decided to do it. So that's really where I became involved, more at this level, obviously, but then just being a school teacher when I started out, I had watched children all the time. And one of the great things within this role is being able to go into schools and talk about civics, local government and how they work. And I get to learn a lot about the parents actually when I do that. Just in setting things up and having the kids become committees that they have to make decisions. And, just a quick story about that with kids that, you talk about, do you want a pool in the community? And all of them are right away excited, super, and they want it. And then, I ask the question, well, but we're going to probably have to raise taxes to do that. And then you see just the hesitancy of some of the kids, and I automatically know they've already heard about taxes with their parents at that point, and we're against any raising of the taxes. So those are the things that the more activities and things that I can do within the community and bringing the community together. That's why I do what I do.
And it's also neat to know that you were born and raised Waunakee.
That's correct.
So that this
born technically in Green Bay, but here since I was 6 weeks old.
Okay, I think your blood is purple, not green.
Absolutely,
it is. So jumping into the questions of humility, which can be kind of tricky, but can you recall a time during your career here on the village board where exercising humility was like really critical to the success of the village's process or the decision-making process?
Sure. I mean, I would say that the most difficult things are when you're making decisions and people challenge you on an ethical side of things, and they don't have all the facts and they don't know the things that are going on behind the scenes and they don't have all the information, and you make a decision, and sometimes you have to make decisions that are going to affect people in a different way than you want them to, or you understand that they're going to affect them. And to me, it's important when you're making your decisions that you're taking into account all aspects of that decision. That might be, what does it mean to our public works department? What does it mean to our police department? What is it going to mean to our citizens? Who is it going to impact? Who is it not? And when you make that decision, you have to understand that there's going to be people that don't like that decision and will challenge you. Sometimes in a way that might not be all that great, negative, but it's important to understand and listen to what they're saying and feel for what they're saying and understand and have the empathy that goes with it.
So we've been through some trials in the 10 years that I've been working with you, and some tough things. Actually, kind of a funny story. I know that there's a song you sing to yourself on occasion Do you want to share? Do you want to share about that? Share anything about this song that you like so much?
I actually don't sing, and nobody was going to want to hear me sing, but I do listen to the song Humble and Kind every morning when I wake up and go in, and I'm in the shower, and that's the song that's playing while I'm in the shower. So I can, keep that in mind as I go through my day, that it's important to know that I don't know everything. People out there don't know everything, and I'm going to hear things that maybe aren't what I'd want to be hearing, but understanding and listening, and then be willing to, take the next steps to either reach out or talk with people and just get to know where their point of view is. Or, I'm humbled every day just being in this position. If one of the other trustees, when I was elected, called me that night and said, "Congratulations, you've got a lot of pressure on you." That was my initial call. So to me, it's important to understand that, yeah, this is a very important role that I play, and every word that I say, and even in something like this, is very important when people are listening, that I make sure I'm clear with what I'm saying, that I don't want to have any misunderstandings out there that are taking place. And you as well, you know that we have listening sessions and various things that people ask us questions and make comments to us, and we're making statements. The most important thing is being able to recognize that if I do make a statement, that I correct it, or to make sure that it's right what I've done.
So sort of like own it.
Own it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know I'll speak for the entire league membership when I say we don't appreciate the visuals that you gave us in terms of the song and where you sing it.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that too.
In the shower. That's
clear,
good,
I
Chris.
don't sing it. I don't sing it. I listen to it.
You don't sing it in the shower of all places. All right. Well, I just in addition, is there anything else in addition to what you shared that helps you remain humble as village president?
Sure. Everything that happens to us helps me to remain humble, because there's always things that are going on around us. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a car accident. It could be a shooting. We had our first shooting while we were in here. And to see the outpouring and the people that are coming out, it humbles me every day, knowing what we have as a community and how we support one another. That to me shows the strength of what Waunakee is.
So it sounds like you remain humble by sort of being keenly aware of how what happens here in our village and elsewhere affects the people we serve.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well, that's great. We did good. We hit our 10-minute here, Chris, but is there anything in closing that you'd want? My goal in this is that every municipal leader across our state will at least get some nugget about why humility is important as I discuss this and share this topic over the next 12 months. So is there any additional nugget that you'd want to share to the league membership?
Just live it every single day. If you live humble every day and with humility, you're going to serve your people even better than you possibly could imagine. So that's probably what I would leave with. Every single day, keep it in front of you. Well,
I would say, Chris, that I'm proud to be of service to a village president like you who does that every day. I'm very thankful for that. So I look forward to being back to talk more to our fellow league members down the road. But today it was great to chat with you a bit, Chris. It seems like we don't get to see each other like we do normally in this crazy world of Zoom and stuff. Here we are on Zoom again, but it's always good to connect, and thank you for your bits of wisdom.
Thank you. Have a great rest of winter, and I'm already welcoming spring. So.
All right. Me too.
Thank you.
Thanks.